Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky. And today we're doing this really dark, smoky, grungy, glam kind of look with like huge lashes apparently. And glowy skin as always. We'll be using the ColourPop Get Around Sisters palette for this look. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment down below, let me know some more looks you would like to see. And what other ColourPop palettes would you like to see me play with? There's a lot. There's so many palettes, I can't decide which ones I want, and the ones I do want are out of stock always, but yeah. So without further ado, let's get into this makeup look. Hey, hello, good morning. It's not morning, is it? I don't know anymore. It's 12 o'clock at night, it's midnight, so it's almost morning. Today I just want to do a really smoky eye. I don't know, I got this little idea in my head. I can't remember if I saw it. Somebody do something like this in a video or where it came from, but I got kind of fixated on like a dark shimmery brown smoky eye and kind of like the color of my cup. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to use the Get Around Sisters palette from ColourPop to do this look just because it kind of has all the colors that I'm looking for in it. Like it has this shade up here, which is I think I'm going to use on lid. You get some nice browns and this gold shade here that's kind of a glittery. I'm thinking about popping that like right in the middle of the lid. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on started here. I'm going to take Full Moon first. And I'm going to maybe take that like right here under the brow bone. I've already primed my eyes and did my brows. Okay, next I'm going to go in with On Toast with a Morphe 433 and start to build that in the socket and transition. It's going right into that orbital bone and letting it blend out with the brush. Just as there's less pigment on the brush, I'm gonna blend higher. And that blending brush just around those edges, just to keep it nice and smooth. I'm gonna build it up a little bit more On Toast. Go down a size and brush. I'm gonna take a Morphe 456. You would think I memorized this by now, what shade I'm going to use or what the brushes are. Nope, have not. I'm going to take Coven. This is one of those sequined shades. It has some gold glitters in it, but I'm going to knock the brush off and just use this to deepen up. I'm going to just bring it in the same placement, but just a little more concentrated. Just slowly adding depth. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. So just a little more. I had like this kind of idea of like maybe like a chocolatey dead leaf kind of look. Blending brush. Went off camera, caught the other eye up, and I'm going to take a little packer brush now. I'm ready to go into the shade Goodbye Cruel World and start to pat that on the lid. Just going to let that flow into the other shades a little bit and bring on the inner corner. This is a metallic shade, but it's very subtly metallic. So I'm going to take this on that little Morphe 456 and just kind of arch it around and blend it. And go back to my brushes used a while ago. Transition, blending brush. I'm just going to keep building that up. I'm going for kind of a grungy glam vibe. And go back to my blending brush again. And just soften that out. Bring it out pretty far. I'm just going to take just a touch On Toast on the blending brush, really knock it off, and just, there we go. I think now I'm going to take a little bit of the black shade in the palette called I Call It a Bus. This is another one of those sparkly shades, but multi-purpose. And I'm just going to focus it right out here on the outer corner. It's a pretty like soft black, so it just deepens up ever so slightly. Teensy bit right here. Now I'm going to dampen this little packer brush with some setting spray and go back into Goodbye Cruel World and try to get a little bit of that shimmery shine from it. Yeah, I'm just going to bring it across the lid. Black shade. Just make sure that darkness is there. Dimension. Do a little blending around these edges. Okay, and now I'm going to take a little bit of the Brew Potion shade, which is that really sparkly gold. I think I'm going to put it on with the little packer brush I just used. I think just a little bit of this on the center just to give some little bit of sparkle. Just gonna pat it to let it marry into those other shades. I don't want it to be like super opaque, just more as a little bit of a glimmer in the middle. I'm gonna do a little liner. I'm gonna kind of keep it kind of smoky liner. So I'm gonna take the Wicked Gel Liner pencil from Sigma and just run that across the lash line. Softly pull it out from the outer corner, just a little bit to get kind of a smoky liner shape going. And I'm gonna take my pencil brush here, a little bit of a Call It a Buzz, and just smudge that. Alright. Okay, just went to do my face makeup and all of that. So let's move on to that lower lash line and finish this eye look off. I'm gonna take my Wicked Gel Liner eyeliner pencil from Sigma one more time here. And I'm gonna kind of line my waterline on the lower lash line and kind of into the lashes. And let it kind of float up into the upper eyeshadow, connecting them. So there's no gap. And then bring this all the way across on the waterline. And before that really sits down, I'm going to take my pencil brush and clean it off and just smudge that a little bit and smudge it right out to here. Alright, and now I'm going to take my Morphe M152 and go in with On Toast on one side of the brush and soften that edge out and blend it, pull it out like this. And stick a little bit of Coven. I do the same thing. I'm going to join that up in just a minute and kind of do a little more blending right there. I'm going to take the 456. There's no extra product on the brush and just soften that out just a little bit. And then go to the blending brush, biggest one. Blend this outer portion and kind of get all swoop. If it starts to get a little messy, you can take your beauty blender or whatever and just kind of clean it up. And it'll take a little more On Toast on this brush. Just make sure that all looks alright. In the inner corner, I'll clean off my pencil brush and take a little bit of Winch right in there. And take a little bit of Goodbye Cruel World, or lid shade, and just come across this lower lash line a little bit. Really try to darken it up some. Very innermost corner there. Elongate the inner corner. Take just a little bit of a Call It a Buzz. Really knock it off. And just tap it right here. 152. Take a little bit on the one side of the brush. Really knock it off. Just tuck it right there. Just around the outer corner of the lid or eye. Darken that up just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna go do the other eye and put on some mascara and lashes, and we'll be right back for the finishing touches. Just popped on some very, very large lashes and tied things up a little bit. Let's move on to our highlighter. Just one of these highlighters from the Chartis Pro Glow palette. This thing, it's such a mess, oh my god. I'm just gonna kind of bounce into, I think, a little bit of Stunner and Fire. Just kind of go between the two. Get kind of a mix of both shades and hit the high points. I'm going to just take it a little bit on the brow bone, dusting it there as well. And just a little bit of Stunner on its own. Now let's do some blush. Let's take Always Spicy from e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush with a very light hand because it's super pigmented. And just let that melt into the highlighter and the contour and everything and all flow. Place it pretty far back on the cheeks. Oops, that was too much. Alright, and I'm just going to take my powder brush, just do this, and a little bit of setting spray. For lips, I've already lined my lips with just a kind of nudie lip liner. And for lip color, I'm going to go in with, this is Catching Feels from ColourPop. This is a Ultra Satin, I think. I think it's an Ultra Satin. It's all rubbed off. Then I'm going to take that on the lips. Oh, I've got setting spray like all over my mirror. Oh, that made it worse. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Just give the hair a little zhuzh. And we are done, and this is the finished look. This is kind of fun to do. I just wanted to do something really super smoky but neutral with just kind of like a grungy glam vibe. I've been really inspired by Jamie Genevieve and her whole way of doing eyeshadow. I love it so much. I want everything from her makeup line. It's so pretty and elegant. I just really like her style. So yeah, she was a little bit of the inspiration for this kind of really blown out look. Thanks for hanging out with me and seeing how I create this look using the ColourPop Hocus Pocus palette. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.